Today we're going to take a look at the Speck case for the S7 Edge. So I've been using it for a couple of days. Actually, well, the last 2 days I haven't because I freaking hate this phone. Thing about it, this phone, it's, for me at least, it's unusable without a case. Without a case, I'm touching everything. Like, I'm touching these apps. Sometimes I'll be scrolling and it picks things up from the middle. I don't even understand. Like, this is a nightmare to use without a freaking case. So if you have questions, the widget here, same widget I always use, the Super by Beard 3, but I'm just using a different one. Icons are, I forget the name. I'll put the link in the description below if you do like them. They're actually all pretty cool. And I'm using one of the themes. It just kind of like happens to kind of match. So that's cool. Anyways, we're going to talk about the case, so I'm not going to make this video too long. There's not too much to say. With Speck cases, sometimes they're very hard to take off. This one's very easy to take off, so that's a good thing. Very easy to put on, very easy to take off, so it's not that hard. It's not hard at all. I think it's because of the edges. Since the edges can't be covered, it's not as much of a snug fit, because these cases are so tight that there's a good chance you could break them while you take them off, but not this one because it's not surrounding the device. So if you have like the LG G4 or S7, just be careful when you're taking the Speck cases off because they are really, really tight on there. And then so with me with cases, of course, it's about look, and I think this shows off the phone very well. You see that? It's nice and clear, and if it's not gonna get yellow, would be cool. But of course, I won't be able to test that because I'm not gonna be keeping this one for that long. I can't do it. It gives me anxiety. Just from it feels good in the hand, but not when you're using it, not when your palms are touching everything. Even with the case, I can still touch, I still find myself touching things, which sucks. So if you think that might be a problem, I say just get the S7, but the S7 is just too small for me, 5.1. I've gotten so used to the 5.7 inch screen of like the 6P and the Moto Xperia edition, even the Note 5, that I can't like. Also, you know, this is a 5.5, but the edges make it feel a lot smaller than that. Like when I go back to my Moto Xperia edition, it's huge. It feels huge, at least compared to this one. So those are a couple of reasons why I don't like this one itself. But the case is good, except for one thing. My one dislike about it is the fact that the buttons, there's like no feedback whatsoever. It's like so tight on there. Like even when you press them, there's a little feedback on the volume, but there's absolutely none on the power button. Like when I hit the power button, I feel nothing at all whatsoever, and I don't like that. So I'm not sure if when I click it, if it clicks or not. And you know, I don't even wear like skinny jeans. If you wear skinny jeans, do not get this case because your phone's gonna go off in your pocket all the time. But yeah, sometimes it just goes off in my pocket because if I'm like going up the stairs or something or whatever, and it just happens to, it'll click on, and then you know my thigh will start clicking notifications and stuff. So that's like really the only things I dislike about the case. That can be a deal breaker for me because the buttons are important. Like you're gonna use them. You're gonna use them all the time if you're taking screenshots with this power and home button. Of course, you can do that gesture with the palm swipe, but you know, the power button is like right there and it should be easy to use. And why the hell does Samsung put the volume buttons over here? I mean, that's annoying. If you're left-handed, I can see maybe, but I'm right-handed and like I just hate having to put the volume up. Like if they're both on the same side, that's the most ideal, or on the back. But having one button on the right and the rest on the left, like that is just insanity. So that was just my quick looks on the Speck case. If you don't mind the power button like having no feedback whatsoever, then get it. But you know, that kind of bothers me a little bit, but that's just me. But other than that, it's actually a very nice looking case. I love it. I love the look of it. It's a beautiful case, just not the most practical one in my opinion. So if you're watching Speck, you know, next time just add a little bit of feedback on that power button, man. That's, you know, I love to know that I clicked something, you know. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.